A lot of people struggle with meditation. Do you have any tips, and do you have any methods that you can share? Did you used to struggle with meditation when you first started?
I did. A lot of the time I struggled. I was like, it was like a weird game of patty cake with myself. Like I didn't know what to do with my hands for what. Like my legs were crossed, and I was like, all right, cool. And then my hands would just like hang there, and I didn't know like, do I don't understand. Like it was my hands that threw me off, and I would say the most important thing to do is to get into a nice, comfortable position that you can maybe sit in for a while and breathe. To start off, just breathe. In through your nose, out through your mouth, and just see like my hands again. So I mean, just and that's the basic. That's how you're gonna start. Just and nice and slow, just slow, consistent breaths, and that'll help you get relaxed. That'll help you clear your head, and eventually you'll be able to do more. You'll be able to meditate for a lot longer. Go from 5 minutes to 10 minutes to 30 minutes, whatever. And when I meditate, like it always feels a lot longer than it is because you're taking time to just do nothing and you're doing it purposely. And so like there's been times where I like sat down to meditate and I was like finished and I was like, all right, that was good. That was like a good hour of my life. Like that was good meditation time. And it was only like 25 minutes. And I was like, dang, oh, I still feel great. Kind of wanted to go longer, but it's a good thing to like want to meditate longer and get yourself into a peaceful state of mind and being. And yeah, I would say the most important thing I can say is to just breathe. Just, I mean, that goes not just with meditation, that's any time in life. Just breathe. That's the most important, unless you're underwater. But I mean, there's a reason for that. Yeah.
What do you think education is?
Ongoing. It's a constant process. It doesn't start in school and it doesn't stop in school. Education starts from watching your parents when you're a toddler at home, or from watching TV, watching your friends. It's all observation. It's what we pick up, what we, monkey see, monkey do. That's education. And then after school, after you're done, education is not only taking the knowledge you learned from books, but it's taking the interactions you learn from. I mean, a lot of the time nowadays, kids are texting and all that stuff. And back in my day, we talked on the phone, and my mom's rule was don't have anybody call after 9. If anybody calls after 9, you're screwed. And I was like, all right, nobody call me after 9. And my friends took that as never call me again. But yeah, we talked on the phone, we wrote letters, it was all about communication, and I feel like I may be wrong, but I feel like that communication aspect has gone away. It's fallen by the wayside, and yeah, it's unfortunate because I feel like that's a huge part of education, is learning how to interact with people, and texting is so easy. It's so much safer for people, and I know people who are constantly on their phones texting, doing whatever, and it's just like, I couldn't do it. There's a whole world out there, and if you're going to a park and just texting, you're not really at the park. You're probably texting about going to the park and posting a selfie about being at the park, but you're not at the park, you're not in it. And that may also go to people not wanting to deal with reality, not wanting to deal with their own issues, their emotions, or whatever. But education starts with yourself, that's for sure, and it's probably going to end with yourself. It's taking what you learn in the world and applying it to yourself so that you can apply something better into the world to leave for someone else to find and build on their education.